Between college semesters, a gang of us would go to the Jersey Shore. We were broke and obnoxious, so of course, we chose Wildwood. Only $75 a night at the Seahorse Motel, complete with meth-stained wood paneling, deformed pull-out bed, and mini freezer almost cold enough to make ice. There was also a 5-foot-tall handyman rocking a mullet and glass eye who kept hanging around our room talking about strippers, until we finally ditched him for the shady liquor store down the block, where a one-armed elderly man in a mangled fedora sold us our underage rum. Later on, a couple of us headed over to the Boardwalk for a rejection contest. The plan was to approach the most attractive women in sight, lay an intentionally awful pickup line on them, draw their disdain, and earn a point. Nothing insulting or threatening, just lame as possible, entirely at our own expense. Whoever got turned down the most times won. I don't recall who became champion, but I remember one of my best lines aimed at a pair of ethereal blondes sitting down to look at the ocean. "What's happening, ladies? A bench seats 4. Would you like 2 more?" They declined with a degree of astonished laughter that should have earned me bonus points. But then the tide shifted, and our rejection game won us acceptance when we encountered a group who loved the prank and began walking along with us as we tried it on more people. Eventually, we bumped into their friends and ended up with a dozen or so in our ironic group, roughly even between guys and girls. Feeling high with the wind at our backs, we surfed this rogue social wave back to our room at the Seahorse, where somehow a bag of crazy wigs and a yoga mat came out. In no time, we were doing drunken calisthenics in partial drag at a dumpy hotel with total strangers. Awesome. Well, until Glass Joe came pounding on our door to keep the noise down. That was our nickname for the fake-eyed handyman. What a ridiculous, beautiful memory. One that could never have occurred had we packed our ego for the trip. When we let go of that bulky hindrance, it freed us to pick up spontaneous adventure, pure laughter, and shared joy, if not a hot date. A pretty sweet deal for $75 a night.